Hi guys, Professor Gustavo here. Today let's take a look at some open guard concepts of pushing and pulling, okay? We're going to be playing with the collar guard, sit-up guard, and play a little bit with the collar drag, okay? So basic stuff, it's a good idea, it's a good video today for those who are really beginners and they're trying to develop their open guard, okay? So open guard usually is a little complicated for the beginners because you have to coordinate, right, arms and legs, and sometimes it gets confusing and it's too much, right? People don't have that coordination yet as a beginner. But one of the options is starting with this sit-up guard, where I'm not even using my legs much, right? I'm using mostly my arms, okay? So I'm going to start here with a cross grip on his collar. And not too high. It's not like a high grip where I'm trying to choke him. It's a lower grip, kind of at his collarbone, where I can use my knuckles there, right? Because if it's too high and I try to push him, I'm missing his shoulder, I'm missing his body, right? I want to push him using my knuckles right at the collarbone, maybe a little bit below the collarbone on the chest, okay? So with this grip, I can push, I can pull, and I can follow him, right? So first thing that you should do is getting comfortable here. So I have one knee up, one knee down, almost like a butterfly. It's basically a butterfly. So the controls here, if it goes straight into me, my hand is always posted here behind, so I can add base. If it really drives hard on me, I can just keep hip-scaping and maintaining this distance, right? My hand here is the measure stick. Right? Always stiff here, and my head always past my hip line. I'm leaning into him. Anytime my head starts aligning with my hip, I'm going down. Okay? So I use my hand behind here to keep leaning into the guy. If it goes to his right, I can follow. If it goes to his left, I can follow. Always with that butterfly hook in between his legs, because I can use also as a sweep, okay? So then we have a bunch of reactions from this position, okay? I can push, I can pull, like I said before. He could also stand. But some general idea here, if I push him, and he does nothing, I can just keep driving through, okay? If I pull him, I can get myself out of the way to go to a collar drag, right? But most of the time, I'm creating these reactions here, right? So, first thing, if I pull the guy, what's his reaction? If I pull, he wants to pull back, right? So, if I pull him and he pulls back, maybe he's even trying to break my grip, I just post my hand and go with it, okay? He might fall, I pull, I push, he might get up, and I attack an ankle pick. If I push the guy, he wants to push back, right? I push, he pushes back. Action, reaction, pulling, pushing, okay? Anytime that I'm pushing him and he pushes me back, I want to get out of the way and let him fall, okay? So all I'm going to do is switch my legs. This knee is up, this knee is down. I'm going to switch, I'm going to hip escape. I'm going to extend this leg here so I can move my hip as far away as possible from him. If I push and he pushes back, if I use that reaction to pull him, I'm pulling him on top. So I move out of the way. I push, he reacts back. I pull the guy, okay? It's basically this. Push, he pushes back, open so I can move my hip out. And I switch my knees. This is up, this knee is down. I switch, pulling the guy down by the collar, hitting my hand and the elbow on the ground. It's a very strong motion when it's done properly, right? And my butterfly hook usually is going to stay in between his legs, and that's going to be my first hook ready to work on his back, right? Important detail here. When I push and push his back, when I drag him, collar dragging, I'm putting weight now on that collar. All my weight goes there so I can pull myself up. Not only that, it makes harder for him to posture up now. All my weight is there, right? So I can come on top. So that's some ideas, push and pulling. This same guard works if the guy is standing, okay? If he stands, it's the same stuff. I can follow him and I can go for that collar drag. Anytime that he walks to his left, he's walking in front of my legs. So it's easier to follow the guy, right? So let's go back here. I can even, if he starts walking this way, I can start transitioning to other types of guard, collar and sleeve, whatever I like to play, right? Or he steps too close to me, shin on shin. We can transition from here, right? You just need to pay attention when you are playing this type of guard that you don't extend your arm too much or you don't let the guy get too close to you. Because now, if he postures up, see that my arm is disconnecting from my body, he can jump in a triangle, arm bar, or stuff like this, right? So always keep the guy low. If he's really posturing up high, I go with it, right? He's pulling me on top of him. He postures up, instead of trying to pull the guy down, I go with it. I go with it. Right? Now, he's driving into me. He's driving into me. What do? I let him fall. Okay? General concept. If the guy is coming forward, let him come forward. Move out of the way. He's going back, I go with it. Okay? Now, to hit the collar drag here, the best is, like we explained before, if he moves this way, he's running into my leg. So it's very common that he wants to move that way, behind my back where my legs are not there, right? Maybe he's trying to go to my back or something like this. So he's moving out of the way for me. All I have to do is pull. Right? So anytime the guy circles to the same side of the collar grip, that's the perfect opportunity to hit the collar drag. And the collar drag also works when I'm standing up. Right? Maybe he's standing there, he's trying to break my grip. Anytime he's posturing up, he's pulling me up on top of him. Right? He can do that by himself, or like we did before. Go to your knees there, please. I pull him, he pulls back, I start coming up, he comes up too. I go for the ankle pick. He's able to break my grip. See that he's leaning forward now to break my ankle pick grip here. As he leans forward, we go for the collar drag again, right? So you keep combining now. Push, pull, action, reaction to get something going, right? That's a great guard for someone who is just starting. And I can also, of course, threaten my chokes here, which is going to create a reaction. It's going to posture up. I'm pushing. He gets up. Ankle pick and all of that. Okay?